Well, ya saba da we na ma se to enkomo so anu si ma menka say no nkol pepepe ye peja emu na enkomo de ni bibia timi akoso kama edi amayemi. Sabi ma quickly me emphasize enkrai entwem. Now when we are back, we have a conversation. It's a celebration of celebrating a mother. Bishop Yawusu as a good morning to you, baby. I'll be in this case, our dear mama, the late Dorcas Abna Nyako Owusu, Auntie Mary. The Bishop Yawusu as a nebusu in a pay mamo Yako, Mode, Nay, no share Nabetoha Amaye. On the 19th of February, a need to Pemna Fe, the same 19th, no Cote de Diacon, a ben D&D Kiddie Care, a ho ana a year and painful. Tenase nafi yako akotenase ewia don kokopim no nsia ewo KNUST Poolside Park Kumasi akotenase aye no to mention so na asie som no ebe no wo Faith Assemblies of God Church Tafunshia so Kumasi 9 a.m. to 12 midday nti yen share so nti the late Dorcas Abna Nyako Owusu to my friend Auntie Mary. Then she shared here from the 19th to the 20th of February 2022. Grassroots and common award same paying for Anissa. Mamenka said Titus Nikwate Glover and Feyera Omanhene Bequeen so Atenase. The Ebony Ibidin Koma Ebo Magana Kanko Ghana Mpuntu ni Ghana Bibiano. Bibia Timedim every pair. Majority baby are now so Argentina. Obeso de basa akonya nda omo a ebere no ema yakwan ebema wo so timi sadwen che no etimi ede abre enim nyoma dodo na akoso ewo Ghana na adwenchira wo do nso a efirimu aba nti why crowd say also betimi do adwenchira bra we are grateful for sa also adwenchira wo de ebre na fi de ka ho bia so no yetimi ede aka ho ede ama. I'm only happy that the MPA now omo putting measures one bit me a review enema bebre ekoso ewo fan wo adwuma no ma enko yi emfama especially the fight against fuel smuggling very important inti the omase so much as ya omo tusa anamo no. Omanhene Bequeen Kwaba, or Kwaba.
Yeah, which is so.
We follow suit. Happy Valentine's Day. Yes, your dosron kuda.
Amide, no, a Valentine, no, dear. A man won't share, then so say. And your man crying at your idea. And your door, your Barney Bema. And yet, very good observation. A very good observation. There's a man who say, on a Valentine Day, it's almost to me 2 and what your Bema, dear. Efe you wey no ha ani see e da mo ase se bibia ti because when they want be no I just said the debia da no ma me no yes mo yire no omo hwa ni say ye ni mom na debia da se dia dia ba ye do ye nua ma it wey the Presla Vodafone Anaman wey the omo yin omo ti na so Valentine no enye mada ya do foda intadofo so ye ma ne mema Serum Abla de Suiza me kire me begin say what ti mema e che ma de no na ma no so ye den e che mema de afia man kwata maklo diamond tra yiri se mate nya sa afia mo hwe sulu anim se e na akoye adofo da mo de biada madu do na de biada e tutu parasi fia akona from akra ko boda oba bia anim se e ye be ma se de ne se oba ye na do ye ya baya do ye no ntu won so nye yimbi se ya do fu nyina e de wa ma ye boto no ya choko no kakra because there's a ama body there is too much be that's for hintasemia e no am na be tudwa na go so is say oh but ya do madaroma bibia na me kwazo oh ya tachi mo kwa ni kakra na gatas bi ye oh bibia ni bibia bi hwe ko omo ye gata bia hwe oh really oh bibia nkohwe oh aba was achim bibia nkohwe ho adasu ni aye no ya ye wie eda ho ni akaso mo ye no ye hwe won akoye akwanya da bia me ka cho apa wasachim adasu ni potem ya kwanya ye gusuko ta ye ba ko ne fa me kire omu That how yinkura si yakwan na yinkura. How do you call it? District. Inte nyoma if me kura ha me kura okubie for baby che. Ni abema ɛhɔ ne yesu na bɔhye na ensuo ba betoi ɛyɛ asɛm kuto be fi wa beba ukofa fi kumi krum ɛbɛfa offend sen kwa mwako agiri kwa fa woman ubefa bam krum de kosi obi ni da besi nya no ɛyɛ asɛm ukofa ne mipom ɛkofa nkyekyereche ɛde fo a kosuke nan de kokwadwa matimatim ɛyɛ asɛm nti ahifa bi oni enka nti akwan ni de omunka ya pa wesachim
okay
yeah
so that's e be kwa go try ho aba ye ba pe ye to en komo no so a ye kwa ba well ya saba ye to adwumede so no say Daniel ni quarter titles Glover atenase so na nimnya for ohene bekwen so atenase komo no is about Ghana and kwa be for so Ghana bitime 2 point na ye hwe na entuma na ye pesi e fra na de bia de afra ni sin no etima fa ntuma pa Eddie Efra. Honorable Nikwate Titus Glover, good morning. Makacho said, continue to watch the space. Nikwa said, what do you know where they grow? Bibia Boko. Still the constituency that you lost. And you lost heavily, Anna.
Of course, yeah.
Not according to enemy. You lost and you lost heavily. Surprisingly, if you still pass through the constituency, they are still saying, if it had been you, you'd have done something right or something. What's happening in the constituency?
Oh, what is happening? I've lost. I've moved on, and it's a self-inflicted. Dedika maminchia yashofonyina. Naminchia me colleague honorable. So anyone kasa. But you see, it's a self-inflicted skirt and blouse. MPP there your position ye do your ho pa ba ye nya akonya ne ye besum Ghana manya e ho na ntitimu ani nyame nyina ediba so that was the cause of me we fani say the buy and this nya onya akonya yi honorable nati yi dia oye wotin me revenue mobilization contract minyo minti obi adwuma enye me no munya adwuma ene ye no akoyi yoko ena yoko hwe ne sem since 2018 Yantumi amfana anko kote nyehwe 1 week to general elections and said they didn't call. And apart from skirt and blouse now, party for yedi tiamino. He also had sympathy because he did amfonse me na mama yache no. Meanwhile I have no hand in it. I've moved on to Temais. Say me concentration for national organizer. And also now me di edwuma. Me no ka say I know na do ye. Me free last week Saturday. Mato northern region, Mato northeast. Mato upper east. Northern region Mr. Shewo Pandai. Me ye Wulinsi, me ye Bimbila, me ye Yendi, me ye Gushegu, me ye Karaga, me ye Myong, me ye Savlugu, Kumbungu, Tolong, Sanalugu, Tamale North, Tamale Central, Tamale South. Me ye no and the many chire, if anything. Northeast. If it Tamale Befa Yendi, Ediko Chiriponi, Bunkudugu, Yonyo, Nalugu Gambaga, Wale. You die the next morning. The last constituency in Northeast Yagaba Kobori. And you were far Wale Krum. And they come there's a bridge, big white water no. But yeah, bridge near so you have to make a detour to passing pe. Now they are called Yagaba. You Yagaba no. And I made many children from Bulsa South. Sandema Bulsa North.
Local government expert.
Yeah.
Chanapaga, Navungo Central, Bolga East, Bolga Central. You know, any idea any chire, Kusasi, constituencies no. Yako Timpani, Yaba Garu, Yaba Bunduri, Yaba Zibila. From Zibila, Eba Nabdam no. Brazoa ne Tiogo, then you get to Nabdam. Now why you Bongo, then Talensi. All these places with touch base to address people. Maybe you may ban on the Eastern Corridor, no? Cratching tomorrow, Cratching West, Cratching East, any Biakuye. I touched on all these places, talking to party people. Okay. When the maize, no, fortunately for us, we'll take that seat back because there has been some reconciliation that has gone on to make sure say we'll let go of all these things that has happened. And then there, so
then I'll catch you for what I'm
near me catching one say Titus Glover has gone through the mill. I'm a typical grassroots person. You know it. Sebi, yeti amanyokui, 1991 Dankwa Dombo Buza Club. No. Now you say former President Rawlings ever lifted the ban on politics. So when people before started say you mobilize, you organize, you immediately you lifted ban on former people. No, were there. I've been a party agent 92, party agent 96, assistant secretary 98 to 2002, assembly member on the ticket of the party, member of the Greater Accra campaign, national campaign. I've been an elected member of that parliament for 2 terms. We call level 100, you call parliament first. One of the powerful standing committees, a appointment committee. And yeah, easy. Say level 100, Ubaya now work front line. And my contribution, they know. Then I am deputy ranking member on the Committee of Trade, Industry and Tourism. You win power no, and you am chairman of that committee. Unfortunately, it was short-lived. Now presidency Bimbe Kanu to serve as deputy minister for transport. And they say, Obi a national organizer. Obi a walk through the mill. The mobilization drive. Now, organization a skill. Yeah, the work yes, with human so. And the American and Jamaica, I'm not coming to attack any personality. What I can do, and then I may catch it all. I'm sure so. Now, me national organizer, I'm in Trankline. I'm not sitting in Accra. I've always been at the beat to make sure, say, what would deserve to do campaign. I would near President Kufado, any Dr. Baumia says, let's say, and Ghana for a better was. Yam breaking it via. You're 12 months so. Ayo, na Ghana for a song.
Can come up here, no, but the other sort of the politically say, you have a connection to Manka said, Yam breaking 8, but yet twice, Ako. You see the difference? Oh, breaking 8 be almost twice a day.
So one I catch and say, "You breaking the 8." One who said, "Baby, all the 8 one I could do."
You will break out.
More coin ye. Ghana need say we are breaking the 8. 8 in every year. Emma Fufra to us.
I see.
Ghana fire assessment, no. I should not done quite Fufado, anybody whom you are buying. And I want to share at Tamel's John Dramani Mahama buying the wonderful 4 years of JDM's government. Into one can say who near fear say Kosu or Manimo. And then one near Mawaka can be a brown opposition. A buyer opposition and I want J at Wundi. Say a baby ye two if you only the rumor I day. I'm a shed to 9. A buyer to make a chair Ghana for say any half war, a bear any half war, and no chain to answer by your mind. A buyer catch a Ghana for say. Bosia be John Mahama, Bosia, I fit in Kruma Brace with your Mahama. Near the car 122 billion. No, you catch a Ghana for say, dos, no buy no dim fins, yape. Or the year call over 340 something. You must nashe. It's Ghana for I buy no camp petrol some. I went to Yandiso. I buy a car which is some, yeah, GDP. And I inflation, yeah, Omanhene penny, for politics. No matter for politics, or the show Kutuku. And GDP, and then single what and single what. Now one casa, one show banner, Omanhene see a tree Kutuku, near Shea Hotry. And until one casa who say, 8 in a breaky, no, didn't come by the young breaky 8 no. Then I can't yet to your moment, then a break it down. A break it down. A family 11 Abba. A fair to bottom tax, now we have new for no. At to bottom tax.
70 2 hash.
A hash.
At to butu.
Mammy, when you hash. You let me see cash and butu 2. It is cash and mammy. Yet Jamaica, Obi so the Babona Bossum, Obi didn't the Abasha Possum, Obi didn't the Abasha Kutukum, Obi so did the good phone so. No, the good phone so network now man of coin of Midis Kakomo Bino, what then 1%. Or then it's our 1% now. What the tinny BBA, Rina, Finico, Ria, I buy what did it 12 so. If you meet Diana Cano, also by Jesus car. And the young Kobiako to Kum, near then go to Kumuno, which Yanua at the bottom company of Ghana. We don't such a Kutukuman when you 1.75 now call. It's son say, mid the gumi phone soon, and I want 1.75. Obi did the good Kutukum. And it is a Sunday be a year, dear, almost a company there. Now, woman the Viswako Bank, Obia bank balance Biano, ni printing the don't want 1.75. I bear you can once a money. Inti medaminia nasi and one who say break the 18 year bus very. Yeah, and Bonnie be him. But obit me a demand and the minimum or you senior me go to parliament. Minimum hokeka, me dinejika cra, a brand or minister, or be any honorable titles. In this opposition no conide. I'll edge.
But 18 there.
Oh, 18 the end to us. No one go yet more. You know the one position. No one go pray. You be as a position. No, ye do mana. And Chabia, you travel and feed this year. Hope between the one back.
Okay, no can is there. Who don't worry.
One do and you're one now they do.
JDM, the enemy records are gonna how.
If it's about records, I think that what people say is it's easy to point to certain things. We know, can easily point
I know, we know Sedia or see manage economy.
Especially when you have been started, say, what did you say? We are who dear. Look, is he? Yeah.
Say, Sebi, who dear? Who put it in ya, son of Bacasa.
So, who the oya?
Oh, yeah, and also Bacasa. Me free, I went to the Eastern Corridor when I was coming. Go and see the railway development the Nadu government have done. Unprecedented. The railway behind my mother's house, Mami Fiedechi, Japan Motors from the ports, behind Japan Motors, cocoa processing, GTP, saying, Tulaku, Matayeko, all the way towards Mpakadan. Kocho Jumaya, and the Wuzu Wuya. And send up as a
what is the
Missy,
I know Kakasa. Out of what normally Kakasa?
Opposition, dear, they was all punchy a buying, send your feeling.
But you just don't punch.
Please, so I've told you, one example is a rural infrastructure that we have put there. Now, as I just Kaketwa. Now, NDC, Sebi, Madaruma, in natural phone. NDC is the problem of this country. You need free SHs about, we don't want to. What did they tell us? They spend money. Ya baha ebe treska e ya advert. Say free SHs enya de papa. Ahun ye kaze be take 20 years and say free SHs. And they free SHs. Mfaso be na enye free so.
Na free SHs ne papa mni.
Me say mfaso be na enye free.
Ne papa mni.
Me say even if there are challenges in free SHs, parents ebe watom sabi. Ama relief and MPs or no tie bisa no. Before free SHs ba say no e papa no. That parents what they go through. In my first time in parliament, Mimi Nimdam Fem and Sana Secretary of Free Cheseba. So parents have been given some respite, a bow, Sasakano, Yabako be papa. What does it? And then we'll catch it and say, a vessel to do bottom tax. Obien knew a person tax. Nobody want to pay tax. When you look at the concentration of Ghana for air to Atuano, look at this last population. Almost less than 2 million people. Less than 2 million people. Namusela Musi Ajibusia. So how do we develop this country? How do you develop this country?
In our question,
listen,
John Mahama has given us the options.
Listen,
maybe John Mahama has given, even before John Mahama, the conversation around is that as a country, especially under watch, Yanshana Nyoma Bibra, Enyugua, Enkoyi, Emma Omanhene Semne Kwa, Etosin and Etochem. Yanshani Entiasan to Kruno. Who do we need to nyoma bebre mu or my Ghana mo? There's too much.
Come
There's too much.
NDC has issued a statement. They issue a statement on e-levy.
Yeah.
The omo Kenya buy and what is the meat in the soup? No? And he said, a successful execution of these resolutions will undermine government revenue mobilization effort and force government to go to the IMF, a situation that will inure to our benefit and ensure a successful agenda 2024. Kindly take note of the above and act accordingly. This was a letter that was addressed from the National Secretariat to all NDC MPs, all members, functional executives, regional. Please. I have this. Please. This is not fake. We know what NDC is doing.
Careful. I buy the botechino. Because they say no. A buy and them say if Raman for so 2 seconds.
Yes.
And NDC for American temper.
So you believe what NDC is saying? Look at the actions. Look at the actions NDC for here.
So look, you can just continue your argument not based on this letter.
No. Don't do this.
Nobody want to pay tax. What to be sit down? What to assess? Sit down. I bet take what's up in. But the end of the day, government property, pure property tax.
And you live in a tax.
And you know, fear. I beg you. Obi sit down. Aban take usempoenim. At the end of the day, said the dynasty no, you property tax ebetoso. But you are now you pay. So what is this business of a friend saying? When you go into the religious sect, you're quite sorry the more tight and every month piano. Tight that we pay every month is a form of a levy. When you go into the Quran, the zakat talks about how we levy themselves within the church, within the mosque. Every Friday be a kita plate. You bomb pie we are. Every feast be the lie. It's a form of sadaka. So if we are saying say a trona ye jiwa bontene e ya doso e de hu si hu, so we need to generate revenue among ourselves. To be kakra ne mfanya mo ti wonti ase because some say munya munja ye na gana fonto abontia ye. Why are you making city on high horse ranting and all over the place? Why is it on high horse?
The challenge is that already we are in pain, so we cannot continue.
Please, we need revenue to develop this country. What does it? Sika, generating locally. The emphasis 2 million people, over 30 million people. How do you pay the taxes? Where are you going to get the money to pay?
Okay.
With the Utu Kwankwa Bruchia, the YFN, Ukayode. Way beyond the Mutuan, the Kakanka, and the Yedim Putujuma. You remember the talk tax? Okay, talk tax. President Kufodibayano. And this was say, yeah, no,
it was fiercely resisted.
Absolutely, same one. They have not changed. Power, they increased the taxes double fold. So what is this business of all these rantings and this way, Mumpese revenue? Because the news say revenue bar, so that's all the noise that they are making. Okay. So continue, make the noise.
Omanhene.
Yeah.
Obian can say, imagine tax, and this can be done. Yajitum, now we are tax there. Now, man, penny abedi tree, opa abedi president, Doctor Mahmoud Bawumia. As a man of count, Momotazo. Or now also refi. Before this introduction, as a man of Bawumia kind, Bawum says a Momo tax dear my and you a year. And you could say a beji, one vice president. And you know, head of the economic management team. Mpacho, Yatina no Kasa. We are challenging them. They are guru in economics. On can say not dream.
On this one.
Why do you think I want them? Because on one can himself near corner day and you win your tax. Aba, me am a miska. My big more friends say, Adom. What's your mika? What's your baby or Janhoka? Me phone so. But you want to a man, your mamma quine, I'm a media comobino. Obi did the Ashen Kotokum, also called Jisuska. Kwabena your taxi capital. This is the Abai. Kwabena na misika edam ko me ko yadumano ye tax efemu am say tax no kra de when we come we are going to move from taxation to production and if you are taxation double 200% no you see ni awu ka no hwe na o campo to djuma hwe adwuma bia ye kese aban wetumi ye nsabre no na ye adwuma NDC aban and at the most don't dramani mama as a shatu ho no mutumi ye.
But that's no news.
No news. Thank you very much. Me do to send to us aban and to us all. But someone can set me initiative be ever party in terms of project.
There are a lot of new schools are from crank to crank.
Because someone see secondary school for back one.
No. I don't know what you're saying.
Maybe so. So now
Adam, see, there are a lot of secondary schools or structures from crank to crank.
Education committee and development. I was a member of the.
But we inspected a lot of projects.
We didn't get fund. It cost 5 billion. Mr. Wonsa, they are there. Existing schools and almost somebody could improve infrastructure.
Expansion is as a phone.
But you are expanding and why establishing.
But you are crank to crank.
I your friend then. Near friend then. Who make school as a major. Munyashi. Anything you say, what is the car? What did you? ɛyɛ revenues a wɔagye ɛyɛ both tax and non-tax yɛka tax a toje ne yɛka non-tax a business ka yɛnya fi yɛmfa ngu mu ne wo kankan ho nyinaa ɛde bom na wo de bosia ka ho a aban way in 5 years no wɔagye over 450 billion now we can because then I'm
aban to us all the contract what the contract what the contract
say bia uskada ho mame kan
e hu si hu eba na aban le sese otua ebi eye nhye ebi ye
wo de me pewasam because woni nyansa abra John Dramani Mahama wo na odi oman no bosia bokodu 120 no na ontuasi ho
nsi wo
na ontuasi ka abam
no tua
me da wase eye pepepe besi wo abri so the John Dramani Mahama akamos aban ebedu wona na ye de 122 ja won no sa na ye pepe we were paying loans na amateur
there's nothing new
mo pa ya mo di mfie num e di loans enkuto over we se kokoyen konta no
ade wonte ho ase ana
nyam na mente ho ase ne wo ye na Ghana for nte ase abaya obi ajebusia do mama kan count of project over project na mo si ojebusia dodo yende ye ba ye mejebusia yende ye ba ye mejebusia abaya ni hafo na ojebusia ye oban mo ba ye mfiensia hwe na mo di aka ho musikere mo nya 450 enye to mama ni otete bi to ho a nka covid ba yi sikom ko for silozi fa nya se gaga go nya kofa
okay
and you are talking about hwe covid hwe sika ye nya na hwe nkonta wo be ye kire yen nka he ne wo yifa they must stop it because omo nya your friend say twi wo kase de ye kan omo ye nkonta bu papa bi ema omo entre ni Ghana de share won sa no
so on 11
no because 11 no anya to nye won sika Ghana skere dia ma in terms of taxes revenues ayi busia wakoje egu yenso a ebeda wa twa yen no a won fa nya hwe no mo se mo nya 6.9 billion yes an kon target we
ba mo pass ya say na
6.9 billion
o mo pass ya na awi
me say 6.9 afi we wo show the test auditor general report ne e be kan ho no a sa 12 billion na eno kwa wote offense ahin
be fi so de nchiremu ba say
nchiremu ben yes it's a quantum leap
no problem but
there's
a challenge we have in this country the challenge especially in relation to this auditor general report obehwem no ebi ho a na no kwa a good example ye dwumadi na no ana ayi assembly baako e de krata bas me on ba abeto dwa e wo auditor general report nim say omodeka sikaso no say it was an infraction so they've rectified that one and that report does not hold.
Thank you very much.
So a lot of things happen.
Let me use yours to finish my argument.
Yeah.
I would have said I'm a DC.
Yeah. Very good. Yes, very good.
I know
you are in a better position.
Yes. I know what is infractions.
Yeah.
Now, a sit down. Now, buying beer or one beer, Fibano, now cost by a beer. The beer, move from money and we are my bay. Obiaba, a beer one beer better so. Afi, net to
2 3
doom. If I try by Bonnie and Mubuno, why is it that those infractions and leakages are quantum leaping under your watch?
But they are there. But a manageable.
Yes.
But when a page
under any infraction, Biano.
A little bit of
the more bigger your issues,
there's no much
the more bigger your issues are say. I'm buying one homodine. Daddy, and then what your projections are? You be hitting match, no? Now you told a liter of fuel about 8 cedis.
These are projections.
Projections.
They could come back.
Now, friends, the budget don't go to an end.
They could come back.
Budget not going to budget never parliamentary. Projections of income and expenditure. And I will the same projections, no.
In this case, you are projecting that by the end of. But it's scary. We are saying money payam shishino. It is projection. Yeah.
And Emma, you are datching, you are doing datching.
Okay.
Because we make crash shape, no. One da.
Okay, so honorable titles Glover, where you with your mom and
a West MPP government is far better than an NDC government.
A West MPP government
is far better than
MPP. Amanyo kuwa omo Ombumaya. A year chance say
far and NDC. All your analysis be Ozi omo buy busi omo jatu on ye dey be page me dia ko. So if you want to go back, now we shake for car for jatu and now rollers jatu dia ko for the account. Wo so di dia ko for dia. How was it?
Yes, I am quitting though.
I mean, how was it? I mean, that is
yes,
a very
but for free baby, for free baby.
You understand?
Men come boom.
That is to be for
free baby. I'm going to check the check the
What for 1 to the 2.
For free nim come on now. Nim come on the say. 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 Ojitum say. Amamu obiara no. Saa mfomso nketenkete bibia yira wesia we ogitum se ewo ho na de ne ho adwiri ne se momo de no se mfomso no kro eba ba akomienu momo de eba edunum edunsia e che se bibi atosi what
I said recently before I traveled na levy community engagement na finance minister obi bisa no question we about 12 billion infractions here what dey I'll change mu pa the ways the impression I did to abonto
yeah this can be na enye sa na city here.
In fact he gave a very thorough explanation on that arrangement some fraction abano anti the NDC for no kaze even say na aban yeti wana ye discover that is not how it is well that is not how it is you see ozi ye discover na ye discover na ye woko there is model schools are yesi me do tajolete Bandai. There's one of the model schools near Yesi, I would not the region. Bigger than your mama, you know. Model school be all. Who call Achim, if any say, you offer a Mawataho.
Kwabena say, who brought to me and now
Etiwa West.
Etiwa.
There's one of the model schools, Yesi Wall. They've built a lot of these model schools all over the place. Education. You see,
I'll just get the list because
you understand. Say, roads. You see, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? What tete mo kasaka opposition kata? My I don't want to budge. Yes, I best show no. Maybe you are my wo na. And now you want to get up and go? What you also hear your own country. Ah, let me see. A lot of road infrastructure has been done. Maybe by Eastern Corridor. Go and see what is done. Eastern Corridor. Yeah. Ufrin Kwanta Urbanwa. The contractor is busy on the road. From Babila to Yendi. Asphalt. All over to the place. I walk on so. From Venice and from Yendi to Gushegu. Diabetu and Yagusu Yejuma. And to what you now what in cry. You are don't go to the countryside. When you what you can. But I can tell you, we have been prudent. We have managed resources very well. I Ghana for a woody idea to my year. And then the end is what is it because opposition in Russia, 5 years in opposition, Muki came to say, you Ghana, baby. That is not so. But mean to mean, Tramin can say, Bibia better. Of course, challenges war. I go so, yes, in the Kakanka, Abutiyemwa, Ebedim Kwanso. But not the end is where you say your mama, dear, obey you. What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
Can you compare to your mama?
Why can't we compare ourselves to your mama? NDC. Why can't we compare?
As I'm saying, nothing compares.
That is the NDC language. That is the NDC language. But when you go to the grassroots and we see the things that we are doing, nothing will tell you that we are not joking. We are working. MPP under Nanado's government is doing its best under this circumstance. You can't cover the Muslim and can't cover it. Look at what is happening in Europe, what is happening in America. Even the well-advanced countries, look at the way they manage COVID. And you think Akufo-Addo has not done best? Please.
You Sika eba COVID.
Sika ne ba ye
no. You how most managing the
Sika ne ba no.
As any management.
Sika ne ba no. Sebi.
Kuntebundi bi adana ne
suspicious. And COVID ne ba Akufo ye test. The government take care of the cost. Have you forgotten? Ghana for na ye test. Dr. Okoboy wamba emekasa wa. COVID ne ba ye no. Akufo ye di omukogu e say isolation na de no. Government take care of those things? You don't know? Enya ma teacher and government tiaka.
And your man money and one
please, government tiaka.
And one money sardine and
Duane.
It cost na attach na
problem. And yet Duane na sabi obi a comedy nipa no money Duane dia what do.
Okay, so we need back we besa ba to enkomo so yakwaba. Well, yasaba quickly my men for we ntwe ma menchia hafofo nyina na menchia George Boachi. Yera George Boache, Bomodiana move into action. Kratebi Edamenimwano. Notice of demonstration against Newmont Ghana Gold Limited for site. Looking Katana is on the Tuesday, 15th of February 2022. And the areas that Omujina Sudi is white paper implementation, Kenya City Township roads, Kenya City to Hwidium, employment issues, management refuses to respond to our invitation letters, death of 2 schoolboys who got drowned into Newmont Dam, NUCO management hiring non-local vehicles for transportation services in Ahafo, Newmont inciting police personnel to beat our community members, and other managerial positions for community citizens. Mr. Remo, Ira George Boache, quickly, we have some few hours. I think anything is possible. Let's move into action. Now, calm nerves down. Na bibia intimi enko kama enfa my afo should not be in the news for wrong things. It should be in the news for nyoma edim puntu ni nkabom and papayo eba. Under the able leadership of George Boache, nanano munyina mama mwachiano pay mesrese ibitua na more quickly na yahwese ebetimi esisa dewe ano ekwaya very very important. Mr. Mumenhwe na into anamo intempa. There are people studio and say Daniel Ni Kwate Titus Glover, national organizer hopeful for the new patriotic party anafe yera ohene bekwini nyamfo kanem rashibejani ema achim
Upper West
achim.
Oh, no, so like come back.
Wako committees bibli so say DC pay nti e basa nkomo we dia the doc was just 3 minutes because Brennet here
the Brennet so nti me can say me can say mama yen hwe ne people we throw
okay
eye ne friend says Standard Bank Group Limited ye kan Ghana skasama atwape na airpro
okay
and na ye change showa but na say group we be can almost say omonti ase adena those rating bodies in the way yenti na Standard Bank Group and so I can
almost saying
or say a study conducted by Standard Bank Group Limited has shown that Ghana is part of the fragile 5 indebted nations in Africa.
Fragile?
Yes, indebted 5 indebted nations. According to the study, the 5 fragile economies, which include Kenya, Angola, Ethiopia, and Zambia, and FIPAM, will face debt risks over the next 2 years. Bloomberg reported. Oba Ibiuha, me tuatem every no me kind of me chemu kakra betri mu na ye jemu atwa. Also, the head of African research at Standard Bank Group added that it will be difficult for Ghana to improve its fiscal position without the IMF because its revenue because its revenue estimates are too ambitious, and also cutting down its expenditure will be difficult due to public sector wages and debt service costs accounting for more than half of its expenditure. Oh, you treat program.
No, yeah, what kind of what solution to it? Was it? Is as a result of what?
Public sector data.
Oh.
Okay, Mate, you say,
you've explained what you read. You've explained it all. And in the debts is included loans from previous governments under our time. And that is why we need to develop schemes that you pay domestic revenue. Ya peja ya de be juma and ya kanti ya wo kan dia ene dia ya fanto chen. Me so me dia mpese to about one of the topics to be discussed about arresting of media people, prosecution and the nyano. IGP on page 20 and the Daily Graphic, you know, see, no one is above the law. I think journalists, you have a responsibility. Knowing you from Oman FM, where we work together, when you sit behind a console, before you speak, you know that whatever you are churning out has facts to support whatever you are saying. What do you mean, sorry? Now we can't say the good movie, the good animals. And so, no defending who's an idea, suppression of the press. And yes, and yet, nobody is above the law. And every journalist, beer, who person we with you, check who fat ye. Okay. Check who fat ye, they wouldn't going to have any problem. na baby omodi journalists dey be omo politics na crack with judgment enu mo ye no emboa mo na mo shaping the nation but when you are shaping nation no mo making sure mo the facts ejuma backed by the law but you don't just get up and start denigrating people, attacking people and saying all kinds of things emboa and the IGP cannot say nobody is above the law.
Okay.
Well, 30 seconds. Yeah. But money if you say opening or maybe criminal libel no and Adom. So why they are roots, they are tunnels to deal with some of this matters. The very criminal libel na Adom no can be. Emma ye fee what under President Kwabena. Why are they bringing them back?
If you are behind them and they are doing those things,
go talk to them. Tia abaya etwemu. Esi na ye wonu ne. To mama wan kasa. Gentleman.
Na
mo de
agufa de na tro wakasa.
And mu bobo mani.
Agufa de ye na tro wakasa.
And we are na achi.
Police here dey do awusa be wudi tu amani.
Me magana for.
Me say. Police here dey do wudi tu agufa do.
Debi. Obrana wo mu
bo. Wudi ho. Na obi ku e kan se manye. Na wo hwe no. We will get people to speak. What are you saying?
Okay,
We are not saying don't speak. Speak responsibly.
Please, criminal libel law.
Speak where?
Speak libel law no. Under offense ye. Omanhene kufo buy no ye. Atamesu buy or the ejuma. Don't the money mama buy or the ejuma. Nana do buy wasan ko fadi aba. Anya mo feri.
Ena kasa ye.
Anya mo feri.
Nobody is above the law.
No, but we don't need it. We don't need the IGP. We all have to be responsible journalists and citizens. That's all.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're Debbie.
And the journalist kasa gbagba.
Mubi.
The kasa journalist kasa.
We don't do gbagba for people to come to power. We do constructive criticism. That's the most important.
People think more than what he's talking about.
All right, so Herbisia.
And then the also journalist.
Herbisia. Enjoy your Valentine's Day.